Hello, everybody. Welcome to the One Brain Cell. It's your friends Mike and Anna, fresh off of. Well, I essentially just got out of bed, but Anna just went to a nice brunch where she got a little toasty, so we're ready to rate some dudes.
Yes. All right. So these are all Final Fantasy characters.
Yes.
I don't recognize half of them for some reason, even though I play from
I think
literally
it's the
from
art.
one. Maybe it's the art, but like I play from like FF1, way back one up until like 13, the
Yeah.
13 trilogy series. But off the bat, for the first one, I don't know what to make of this dude. Like,
This.
What is he wearing? Like, is he a rabbit? Like,
He's like the Warrior of Light, I believe. Like in from the first game, they like made him into like a real character type thing in like Dissidia, like the fighting game and stuff like that.
wait, so what are my options in like ranking him though?
Oh yeah, we didn't even look at that actually. So I got this is the best looking guy here: the
Uh,
Lion Hearts, the Mind Blowers, the Dynamite Gals, the Clim Hazards, which I guess are mids, the Catastrophes, which are bad, No Dice, which is terrible, and the Don't Know, which is if we just can't recognize them.
all right, I'm just gonna say off the bat, I'm gonna rank all of them, whether I know them or remember them or not.
Hell yeah. Okay, so if you're not ranking them, we're just like we'll change this to the ugliest.
Okay, so well, let's agree that there should be one of the ugliest and one of the best
Okay,
looking
so,
guys.
yes. Okay, so these are the best of the best and the worst of the worst. Okay.
Yes, yes.
All right.
All
So what do you
right.
think about little bunny man?
He's not a bunny. You just told me he's like
No, he's
some
not. It's
guy.
his helmet.
Okay, it's just his helmet. But you're saying he's a god?
No, he's a warrior of light. So that's like what they called the protagonist in the first games.
All right, off the bat, I'm never into like the goody two shoes.
Okay. Okay.
I'm here for like the brooding type of characters, the one who are like, I got problems and issues and I need someone to help fix me kind of guy.
You don't like him prefixed?
Apparently I don't like them prefix. I like the
No.
ones with the issues.
Yeah, it's a good. You like projects.
Yes.
You're a craftsman. Okay.
But based on this guy's look, he's not terrible looking. He's not bad. I won't like write him off just yet. He's not personality based on like what his
He has
occupation
no
is.
personality essentially. They were like blank templates essentially. Like they're just want to help the kingdoms. He's just a good guy.
All right, he's Clem Hazard's then.
Clem Hazard just yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair. He's literally just standard guy. The next one is from Furion from Final Fantasy II. I haven't played that one. From what I tell, he definitely has a little bit more edge to him.
He does look a little more edgy, and we do love an archer. Like archers are so underrated
Yeah,
in like a lot of games, but like you have to appreciate long range, you know,
you gotta.
characters. You have to, because what if like what's the point of fighting close range when you can just like shoot them in the head?
Yeah, no, you're right. He's thinking. He's a thinking man.
He looks like he's got some muscle on him. He's
Yeah.
got this like Greek god aura to him.
Okay.
All right, let's put him in Dynamite.
Yeah, I'm saying you're definitely feeling him more than this guy. Well, speaking of the bad boys, this is one of the baddest boys, but almost in a bad way. Like this is Kane from Final Fantasy IV. He's the Lancer, like the Dragoon, and he's best friends with the main character, but he really wants the main character's wife, so he's like always at odds with him, and he keeps switching sides. So he'll be fighting us one day, then he'll be on our team in the other.
But he's trouble.
He's very troubled. He has luscious long hair. He's tall, like slender.
He's a dragoon.
Listen, when I was younger, I was all about Kane. Like he's cool, even though he's like kind of coveting his neighbor's wife.
Also, like, why does his armor make him look like he reminds me of like Kingdra, the Pokemon. Yeah,
Okay, I
like
can
doesn't
kind of
his
see it.
armor kind of like with all like the very like fishy, scaly like dragon-ish looking thing.
Definitely dragonish. I don't think he was going for fish.
I do remember him though, like when I was from what I was playing, and I think I did like him because he was such a troubled person.
I know you did. I did too. I get you.
See, you get it. You like the troubled people.
That's why we're the brain cell.
the fixer-uppers.
We have the same taste in guys and girls. This is how it is.
Wait, so where should we put him then?
I think at least mind blow. Like,
okay, let's put him there.
I think the fact that like if he was just like getting bitches, it would be better. But since he's like just wants his like best friend's wife, it kind of puts him down a little bit. Like,
yeah,
that's not a good
okay.
look.
No, it's not. You're right. Okay. We're in agreement so far.
So
Okay.
so no major deviations yet. We've still got a lot of men to go.
Yes.
All right. I believe this is Edgar from Final Fantasy VI.
Oh, my boy!
Your boy, yeah. So you are much more of a Final Fantasy VI aficionado than I am. So this is all you.
He's got some like what's the
He's
what's
got
the word
Sanji energy.
Oh wait, let me like look up a picture of him because like
Yeah.
I feel like when you look at like when you look at characters when they draw them out like this versus like characters when they're like in the game, it's
Mhm.
like two completely like different looks here. Like one is like for the imagination, the other one is like pixelated garbage. But Edgar, I remember him and I remember liking him a good amount just because he's like very like innovative is I think the best way of saying it. Like not only is he like a warrior and a king, but like he's also like an engineer from what I remember. Like
he was great in combat.
yeah, so he was really good in combat and he was like one of the characters I like to use in my party. But also like who can't like a blondie? Who doesn't like a king that can make you his queen?
I don't know.
You know?
Like yes, I agree, but I think he was too far in the simping. You know, if you remember when you first meet him, he was always like trying to like just like talk to the girls and shit. He had no riz.
I don't remember him like simping though. Why don't I remember
I think
him
it might have
simping?
been like just an early character trait because I've only played through like the first like quarter of the game.
Maybe because I don't really remember him simping at all.
He does at least when you first meet him. He's like, "Hey, Tara, what's up, dog?"
I feel like Locke kind of like was very much going hard for Tara though.
I mean, he was. I mean, everyone was. Why not?
I mean, I would too.
Why
but like
wouldn't you?
exactly.
She's got
But, like,
power.
she has powers beyond your imagination.
Hell yeah.
But I think like him as a character, like I didn't think anything bad of him, and like he's a king. That
He's a
can
king.
make me a queen. Just saying.
Okay.
And he was also, you know, one of the good guys trying to save the world from that fucking weird ass clown that I absolutely hate.
Uh-huh. Oh, I wonder if
Just
the
saying.
clown's on here.
I hope not.
He might go in the ugliest.
He will go into the ugliest. He's like by far the most hated character for me in Final Fantasy.
Oh, damn.
Like I don't know why particularly him. Out of all the Final Fantasy like villains, him in particular was the one that like set me off the edge for some reason.
I get it.
I don't like clowns to begin with, so that's probably a bias to start with. But like, Africa can just go die in the deepest depths in hell for all I
Oh
care.
my god. All right. Well,
Why?
what about Edgar?
I think we can put Edgar and Lionheart for now.
Oh,
What do you
okay.
think?
He's topping the list. No, I don't disagree with that. Like, other than the simping, like that he does only in the beginning, I guess. Like, he is really cool. Like, he has a noble heart, but also like, you know, he does have that ingenious mind. He's like, you know, noble. I like Edgar a lot. Now we have his brother who's being done dirty with this art. Like, in my mind's eye, he was always much more like muscular than that.
Yeah, he was my tank.
Yeah, he's buff. He suplexes a train.
So I think I agree. That's what I'm saying. Like the art versus the pixelated versions are very like much two different things. So that's why I
Yeah.
wasn't like I can't really familiarize myself with who they are. But I do agree. He's also a very good character. He's very much my tank in the game when I play. But like in terms of character, like character wise, like I can't really remember much about him aside from like he was just my tank.
Yeah, I mean, from what I remember, like, you know, he was like a prince for a while, obviously, because he's brothers with Edgar. And then he was like, no, man, I gotta, like, do my own thing. So he went off to train, like, martial arts and shit. Past that, I'm not entirely sure. Like, he has, like, a bit of, like, a chip on his shoulder and a darker past. But he doesn't really leave a mark on me either, other than being, like, the tough guy who fights, you know?
Yeah, that's true. I think where like he will fall for me is probably like maybe the Dynamite. Like he's not
That's what I
like
was thinking.
mid. He's slightly better than mid.
Yeah, he's slightly better than mid just because of he's fucking, like, just his accolades of strength. But
Yeah. Wait,
yeah.
I just want to tell you that I asked ChatGPT when if Edgar was a simp for Tara, and it said that he's just a flirtatious guy in general.
Okay.
He did like make some few flirtatious comment early in the game.
Yeah.
But he's just an overall ladies' man.
Okay, so he's more like early pre-time skip Sanji than Fishman Island Sanji.
Why you keep comparing him to Sanji?
Well, because that's like the scale, right? Like, because Sanji's like, he's literally a character who would be the coolest, but he just goes too far with that. Okay, so he's just a flirt. That's fine.
Yeah.
This is another Final Fantasy VI character who I think he quests with Sabin.
Yeah. I
don't remember
him.
his name.
I don't remember his name either. Why don't I remember people's names? Fuck. He was a samurai, right? Cyan?
Yeah, I think it was Cyan.
Like that's his name. He says, yeah, he's a samurai.
Okay.
Was it like his wife and his son got killed?
That sounds familiar.
Yes. His son and his wife were like, because then Kafka like poisoned the castle's water supply, killing everyone but him.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So I think he's like just out for revenge pretty much.
Yeah, just straight up like Liam Neeson getting revenge.
I don't know what this like picture in this like tier is making him look like, but I guess the drawing in like the wiki for FF6 is like he looks kind of like big chested, like he's got some good muscle going on for him, which is surprising for a samurai, because I feel like most samurais are depicted as like more slimmer in nature. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
A little, I guess, yeah. He's buff old man samurai.
He kind of like gives me daddy energy, but like that's because he's an actual dad.
Father.
Yeah, like
so, like, is it good daddy energy where you like
yeah, like my guy's like most prized possession is the pocket watch containing a family portrait. Like how
that's
is
pretty
that?
Good.
He's like what every guy kind of should like aim towards to be.
Yeah.
Like a very like, it sounds like he's a loving father, a loving husband, out for revenge for his family's murderer.
That's what I would do.
And you know, he likes collecting ancient weapon as a hobby, and he's like his most treasured item is the pocket watch. So that being said, I think he also belongs in the Lionheart.
Lionheart, okay.
Why? What were you thinking?
I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. I was like wondering if you'd put him in Mind Blow or Dynamite or something, but nah, I guess like you do love the tragic backstories.
I have a problem.
I don't disagree with it though. Like from what you say, like he is the archetype that like men would aspire to be, you know?
Should aspire to be, should.
Yeah.
But they don't.
Well, you know, some men fall short, unfortunately. Go to the Ren Fair and buy more swords.
Oh my gosh.
Revenge your family.
The point here.
Avenge your family. All right. Barrett, speaking of daddy energy, Barrett
is definitely daddy energy.
He's going in Lionheart.
Yes, I can agree to that.
He's like possibly like number 1 or number 2 of my favorite male Final Fantasy characters.
Of all time.
Of all time, yeah. That's how much I like Barrett.
Just because he's like watching these fucking kids going around like this post-apocalyptic world.
He's not
trying to save it.
He's not watching them. He's the one who's set it up. This is his plan. You know, his passion towards like not only his kid and his teammates, but also like the planet. You know, like he's going for it. You know, he has a troubled backstory as well, but he still like has kind of a jovial mindset, even though he's like gets pissed off all the time. But you know, he's willing to take all the craziness of life and just go for it, while also being daddy. So, like, I love Barrett, and like he's huge, he's jacked, got a cool haircut.
I do. Like every time I see Barrett, and I think like, who can play him? If we ever did we ever get a live action? No, right? No. So if we ever were to get a live action, I can always imagine like, I don't know. Who do you imagine first?
The only person I could think of is like Terry Crews.
Yeah.
Like, it's a huge task to be like, have that like kind of physical stature, but also be like a funny dude.
Well, I guess like the other actor I can think of is like The Rock, since he is already. No, you don't think so?
Rock, I'm a Rock hater.
Oh,
I think he's not a good actor. It would just be The Rock with a gun for a hand. Like, it would not be Barrett.
That's true. I do think Terry Crews is the better option between the two.
But like, yeah, Barrett is such a unique character. Like, no one else on this tier list is like him.
I do agree.
Yeah, so
he's very daddy.
yeah. Like, it's not even his kid either. Like, he's just that much daddy that he's willing to take on these, like, vagrants, as well as, like, his best friend's adopted, like, you know, adopt his best friend's child and shit.
Is our Lionheart just gonna turn into the daddy category?
It's seeming that way. I mean, Edgar is, like, the only outlier. But, I mean, I was thinking about it before we started recording, that a lot of my favorite Final Fantasy men are actually fathers.
Really?
So, yeah, fathers are older men, so.
All right. We just have to get through this to like actually see what we come up with.
Yeah, it's like a psych test.
Like test that we didn't need but had.
It always comes when you least expect it. Well, the next one is a father as well, Laguna. From Final Fantasy VIII.
I swear, like, my memory has been wiped of Final Fantasy for some reason.
God. Well, it's a good thing we're doing this video. Well, he's, did you play Final Fantasy VIII? That's the one with Squall.
Yeah, like, I literally said I played from 1 to 13, like, way, like, so long ago. So that's why I'm, like, having trouble remembering. But also, like, the art compared to the actual gameplay does not help.
Yeah, Laguna's the one who you play as in the flashbacks. He has the gun, long black hair.
Oh.
He's the guy who, like, you hit on the girl playing the piano, but he gets a leg cramp because he gets too nervous.
Okay. Got it. All right.
Yeah. So Laguna's like a lovable, like, himbo dad.
I already know where we're placing him.
Oh, okay. Where
all the other dads are.
Yep, get in there. That's what I was thinking too. He's one of my favorites also because of, like, he also is like Barrett in a similar way that he wants to like induce change. And he also like has an adopted child. But unlike Barrett, he's even more silly. Like, he's just a goofball.
Yeah.
Like, he just kind of stumbles his way through life, but it ends up working because he has like good intentions, you know?
I know, and I think that's when you started talking about him, I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's him. I do like him a lot.
Like, everything he does is endearing, but then Squall just thinks he's a fucking idiot.
Because Squall's an idiot, but whatever.
Oh, do you want to rate Squall next? Do you like this picture they have of Squall?
Bro, I was looking at that picture, I'm like, is this a real picture? Like, are we really using that one?
That's like a classic meme because of the you're the best looking guy at the party. So they did like HD renders of him looking like that.
Oh my god. Alright, what do you think of Squall?
My friend Chris is gonna hate me, but I never got into Squall.
Because he likes Squall. Like,
he loves Squall.
Yeah,
that's like his identity. But Squall for me is just like, he's too like apathetic and like too whiny. When he like comes into positions of leadership, I never feel like I want to follow him. You know, like, I was more into like his rival Cypher. Like, I would have followed him more eagerly than Squall, who's just like, whatever.
We both like the bad guys.
Yeah. Well, Squall is just mean. Like,
Squall's just a very indifferent type of personality.
yeah, and like he becomes like more emotional later, but it's like such a stark contrast that you almost don't feel like it's the same person, you know?
Yeah, I think that's why like eight was good, but like I said, six is like my favorite.
8, I feel like started really strong. Like the first 2 discs of 8 were really good, but then it kind of went crazy.
Like if I had to rank, it's always gonna be 6, 7, 8.
Oh, well, you're gonna have to rank later, so we'll see. We'll see.
Anyways, Squall is like he wasn't like my favorite either in terms of like the list of characters.
Yeah. And I think he's also like a little overhyped.
That too. I know I said I like the broody type, but like broody and like being indifferent as a personality is like very different things. You know what I mean?
No, he's just kind of being like a little baby.
No, I agree. So where are we placing him?
I almost want to say Clem Hazard.
I was thinking Clem Hazard.
Because he's not like, he could definitely be worse. Like, he has his moments. He's not a bad character design. But, yeah, the whole romance with Renoa, too, I wasn't, like, completely sold on.
No, definitely not.
Squall could have been a great character, but I feel like he needed, like, a rewrite or two.
It's like his design just looks like Cloud. Right? Because he has like
A little, like, I guess that was, like, just kind of the in thing. I don't know.
yeah, the spiky hair, like the blue eyes, using a big ass sword. Like
Yeah.
it's like his design character, like his just overall character design was just like, you're just a ripoff of Cloud. Okay.
Oh, God. All the viewers are going to have a field day arguing about that. Cloud versus Squall. You know what? Let's rate Cloud right now. He's right here.
Oh, okay. So, me being a young-minded person when I first played Final Fantasy, and you meet Cloud in like when they do like the actual like scene cuts and shit, right?
Yeah.
Because like back then he was still like just sticks and balls for hands and stuff like that.
He had the little pipe cleaner arms.
Yeah, but when is it that they implemented like? Was it in the original that they started implementing even like cutscenes to be like more detailed?
Yeah, the cutscenes starting from 7 on were like actually really well detailed, and even in battle he had like more of a full like model.
Right. So I think that was when I was like, oh, who's this cutie over here? Because, blonde hair, blue eyes, big sword, kind of.
Big sword.
It's just like.
Looking for a man in finance.
Blue eyes.
Blue eyes, big sword.
Trying to save the world.
Yeah.
Has like childhood trauma issue with his best friends. Anyways.
Oh, yeah, he has a crazy backstory with like just him essentially creating his own like life.
Yeah.
Through his memories, and then like having to realize those are completely like fraudulent, and Tifa having to like kind of build him back up. Like, I definitely think like Cloud has a lot of substance to him, so I definitely understand the hype around him.
I agree, and I think that's why he is, a good top tier candidate.
Mm-hmm.
But like as to where he stands in top tier candidate, it's like now that we're like older and we've seen a lot of other characters and we digest everything that we had in our childhood.
And he's not a father.
And he's not a daddy. So like he's like one of those, I think in that time and phase of my life, I was like, he is like an older like guy. But now I look at him and I'm like, he's like a child to me. And I'm not here to play games with children, okay?
Nope. You do not want to play with children. Yeah, because of like his memories and stuff, he's definitely underdeveloped as a person. So he definitely has like growing to do. And in the beginning, he's pretty whiny like Squall as well. He's like,
yeah,
shut up, man. I'm just here for the money.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, maybe I don't like the broody types anymore.
You've grown out of it.
Maybe I did. Who
Like,
knows?
I think he's a good choice. I think like I know where you're going. I think you're going mind blow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'd agree. Like, he has kind of the depth that Squall needed to get him
Mhm.
here. Like, he has, obviously an iconic aesthetic, big sword. In some depictions, like, he's a little bit too scrawny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, that's not really my thing. I'd rather him be like, he has to carry the big sword. He has to be strong. Like, it's
It's on the
absurd.
bones.
I'm not into the skinny boys.
It's on the bones, man.
Yeah, you got the big bone density because of the Mako, like, exposure. Yeah, maybe. But yeah, I think Cloud in there is pretty good.
Yeah. What do we
You
got
you probably
next?
don't know this character.
I was looking at him. I'm like, no dice.
He's one of the guys in like this guy as well. Like he's in that thieves gang with Zidane in Final Fantasy IX.
No dice.
No dice. Yeah, I mean he's literally in the game. They make fun of him for being ugly.
Okay, thank you for validating my choice.
Yeah, so this one is Blank. He's like one of the cooler members of the thieves like guild in Final Fantasy IX. I'll just put all three of them here.
Well, like they were not memorable in 9 though.
No, they were like kind of your first like crew, and then like Zidane moved on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're not that terribly memorable.
Yeah,
For me at least.
yeah, like they're memorable for me, but like not like they're side characters. They're memorable side characters.
So where would you put the next two then?
Marcus, I would put in Catastrophe, who's like this guy.
Okay.
His character design's weird. He has like a crazy underbite, and
Yeah.
like he's cool, but he also is mainly just concerned about his bro Blank. And Blank, I would put probably either here or in I'll put him in Dynamite, because he's cool. He sacrifices himself for Zidane and Garnet.
Oh yeah.
Having them escape, he like willingly gets petrified in order to like let them escape, and he throws them the map with his last like action.
Self-sacrificing. We love that.
Yeah, so he's definitely like the most like noble, self-sacrificing one of the Thieves Guild. So I think that bumps him up a bit.
Okay. Okay. That's fair. I
Yeah.
agree to that then.
And Zidane. What?
I don't know. I just never really like main characters. Like
Yeah,
I can't help it.
I mean it's fine.
I don't remember Zidane even being like impressive to me.
He's like cool in I think his values. Like one of his core tenets is like you don't need a reason to help people. So he's
Oh my
someone.
gosh. Wait, can I just say I looked up what his character is supposed to look like through the wiki, and then looking
Uh-huh.
at that, I'm like, man, these character like designs are just
Yeah.
fucking me up, man.
Yeah, the like older ones go through a lot of weird iterations. But yeah, he's
Yeah,
like,
too.
I mean, with this Final Fantasy IX art style, like I wouldn't consider anyone to be like a hot character.
Yeah, I agree, and I remember now why like their characters themselves are like never really attractive to me.
Yeah.
Not to say I need to be attracted to these characters,
You
but
need
like,
it. Yeah, but Zidane's cool. Like he has like a cool like he develops a lot throughout the course of the story, but maybe not enough. Like he kind of like develops laterally almost. Like he's like someone who's like really about his friends and stuff and like doing the right thing, and then he has like a moment of crisis and then he just kind of comes back to that. So maybe he doesn't necessarily grow, but he like he has good values. He can be kind of annoying with like how much he hits on women. He's one of those.
I don't think I mind that. I think I was like, yo, he has a tail.
He does have a
And-
tail.
I'm like, what are we getting at here? Is he like trying to be like Monkey King or some shit? Anyways, but the other thing was that you have like 7 and 8 where you have characters who are like freaking down in the dumps for whatever the heckin' reason they are, just because it's their personality. And then you have him who is like completely different. For some reason, he has these cuff on around his wrist, but it doesn't attach to his sleeve onto his shirt. So like that doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah, so you're not down with the character design.
Like look wise, no. But I do remember, yeah, he was like the more chill character compared to the previous.
Yeah, massive
present
tonal
character.
shift between him and Squall.
Yeah, and I'm not into the overly enthusiastic kind of characters. So
Damn.
I think like it's like oh, that's why I say overly enthusiastic. If this was just like a side character and you don't have to like take them as such like a big dose, then fine. But like he's the main character, so it's just like I
Yeah.
just remember him being like kind of annoying. Didn't really care for him that much. Just
Yeah, I mean, even
saying.
characters in the game sometimes find him annoying.
Right, exactly. So Glim Hazard.
That's what I'm thinking as well. Like, I really look up to a lot of his character traits, but that's kind of it. Like, the character definitely could be better in terms of like design and other aspects. This is another character from Final Fantasy IX, Armorant. Big red hair. That's like a goatee.
Oh, this guy. Like the side profile is not like a good choice in like picture, but fine.
That was what he was like in the cover of the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was like kind of
Okay.
his like profile.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
No, his like color scheme choice is not.
And he was also just Zidane, but an asshole.
He doesn't
Like,
look good.
when I was like a 9-year-old or something playing Final Fantasy IX, I thought he was the coolest, but that's because everyone else was like a 16-year-old, like joyous child.
Okay, I'm just trying to jog my memory here about him, and it's like,
He was the last party member to be recruited.
right. He's not. I don't remember him being terrible.
He's fine. He's a little bit underdeveloped.
Yeah, but that's the thing is like, he he's underdeveloped, so like, there was not a lot of chance to like really get to know him.
Yeah, he was just like, I'm in it for the money. Then Zidane's like, but you can have friends. And he's like, okay, I'll try that.
Yeah, he looks like the type of guy who is like very like tough on the outside but softy on the inside.
Yeah, I'd say that's about right. Like, he definitely, like, from the little we've seen of him, like, he wanted, like, the good shit that Zidane was able to get. But
Yeah.
he wasn't afforded those opportunities until Zidane gave it to him.
All right, what do we think of him? So he's a bounty hunter, stoic, and aloof. Like
Yeah.
I don't mind the aloof characters. You know what I mean? Like that's fine. But if we put him in Clem Hazard, then I think we have to move Zidane like down.
Move Zidane down?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, okay. That was not what I was expecting you to say. So
Why?
you like him more than Zidane?
I think yeah. From what I remember, I think I did.
Oh, shit, okay.
Wait, you're just gonna go with it? You're not gonna like you don't want to like counter argue about that?
I'm thinking if I do. Because as a kid, I liked Armorant more.
He has auto life and can regen the whole party for 12 MPs.
Okay, well, we're not basing it on combat.
He protects a child,
He protect. No, well, Zidane has an ability to protect girls.
while the Virgin Queena marries a child.
What?
That's what this thing is saying to me. That
Like-
I just found this random Reddit shitpost, I guess.
Oh, so you're saying Armorant's the Chad and Zidane is the not Chad? I forget what the other one is.
No, the other one is Queena. It's like the one of the
Oh,
other characters.
Quina. I don't know if.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Queena's
Quina's
right
here.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it took me like 20 years to realize Kina was like supposed to
Is
be
it
a play
quinoa or
on quinoa or quinoa, like the food.
Is it really?
Yeah, I didn't know that. Did you?
No.
How crazy is that?
Also, like I never liked him anyway because it's like very creepy looking.
Well, they're like a non-specified gender, so it's interesting that they're on this list at all.
Like I said, very creepy.
Yeah, and all they want to do is like eat
Mm.
frogs and food and shit.
Yeah.
Should put them in no dice. We didn't settle Armorant versus Zidane though.
All right. What do you think?
It's hard because I think Armorant is cooler, but I think
Oh.
Zidane is more admirable because of his like unwavering support of like his friends and doing the right thing. So like I'm comfortable like with it how it is now with them both being the same.
All right. Fine. I think we can keep. I like. I have no strong feelings to move Zidane up or down or whatever. So we can keep him there for now. And then
Yeah,
when
we'll
we
see
like
how
the
it shakes.
yeah.
This is Arden from Final Fantasy 15. A lot of people like him. I would have to play it again to really see if my opinion changes, because I kind of found him like not annoying, but like I didn't really care for him.
I felt the same way when I was playing.
He was just like, I'm the fedora man. I don't trust me.
He,
I'm not evil, brother.
also, he just looked like one of those crazy bums on the streets of New York.
He is
So
one of the crazy bums on the street. He's like, dude, yeah, I don't know, like this is kind of spoilers for Final Fantasy 15, but you find out like he essentially curses the main character's entire family because he's like immortal. And the only way to make him not immortal, I guess, is to fuck up Noctis's whole family so that he unlocks all the powers and kills him. So it's kind of like, okay,
he's a psychopath, is what
sure.
you're saying.
Yeah, psychopath who tips his fedora.
He looks like a bum.
He does.
And you put him in catastrophe.
You think it should be lower?
Yeah, at least he's human, I guess.
Yeah, like, cause he's like not an unattractive guy, he just looks smelly.
Yes. Alright. We already know where we're putting the next character.
The king. The king.
Yes. Yes. There's like no argument to it, no questions asked. Let's move on.
Yep. Just Orin. Alright, Balthier. Alright, I'm gonna go to bat for Balthier. I think he is also Lionheart.
Why?
So he's like, I want to say in a lot of people's minds, including my own, he's the de facto main character of Final Fantasy 12. Like he starts off as like this rogue who's like hanging out with like Fran, who is this outcast of her race, and he's just looking for treasure. But the more the story goes on, the more you realize how deeply connected he is to like the Empire and all of their like political leanings. And he kind of, the reason he is a thief is because he rebelled against his father, Sid, who's a mad scientist. He was like on the fast track to becoming like a general in the army, and he wasn't agreeing with what they wanted to do, so he defected, went his own path, and then once he found Ash, who's the princess of the whole displaced like kingdom, he kind of goes along with it and goes along with like the rebellion pretty quickly because he sees it's the right thing to do, and he's kind of serve as like a mentor figure to like the younger members of the party. He's the one who like is like conferred to with any decisions. Like he's very smart, he's very witty, very good strategist, and he's
Hey, do you want to date the guy?
me.
Yeah, like you're giving me his whole like Tinder profile or Hinge profile right now.
Listen, like I'm trying to advocate for him to be in the daddy tier.
I mean, you already convinced me when you told me about like how his backstory was going.
Yeah, okay. No,
I think
Balthier is like, he is one of the best characters. He is him.
Oh, that's a big statement.
You played it, right? Like you remember his
no, I do.
swagger and stuff as well?
Yeah, I remember him. That's why I was just like waiting to see how much you're spewing.
Yeah, because, well, it's because he's not just like a pretty face and a charmer. Like he has all this depth to him as well, so it's like the perfect package.
He's also looking for the One Piece.
He's looking for the One Piece. Yeah, this is what Shanks could have been. Yeah,
Alright.
Balthier is super, I don't think he's underrated, but he's very good character.
Man, we still have so many to go through. Okay, let's just start like going a little faster about this because this is a lot of characters that I felt like
we'll go through like characters who are just like shit. Like this is Norg.
No.
He's no.
Banana Man in the first row.
But I don't know who the fuck this is.
Just don't dice him because we have to decide who's the true ugly.
We got these two clowns.
Definitely not.
Don't want them. Who else can we just like throw away? Yeah, this is Vaughn from Final Fantasy 12, and him I would put like one of the C tiers.
Hazard. Yeah, I was thinking Clem Hazard.
Like he's not bad, but he definitely is not good. Like he could be a lot better.
The second roll to your right, there's like the lion thing.
Oh, Red 13?
Yeah, that's a no dice, bro. We're not furries here.
Oh my god. Red 13's kind of cool though, but he is a child.
That too.
Yeah.
Right, take out the children because that's not what we're gaming for.
I don't know what this is. I think that might be a Final Fantasy 14 character. Vivi's
a child.
Vivi is a child, but like he's very cool. He's a very good character. Respect for Vivi.
Yes, but
that's not what we're here for. I don't know who the fuck this is. Oh, is that Hope? I mean, he is a child and he's annoying as fuck, so.
Who's this old man in the first row, number 3?
Oh, that's Sid from Final Fantasy VIII.
Yeah, that's not it.
No,
He's-
he went too far on the daddy scale.
Yeah,
That's someone's grandfather.
I don't care. We're here for the
Uh,
daddies, not the granddaddies.
I don't know how much you have to say about Edge. Or is that no, that's not Edge. Is that Shadow?
Shadow is okay. I won't say he's a no dice, but he's like something.
I'm not aware of his character other than him being like a mercenary who just shows up randomly.
Yeah, that's really it. But like he has a companion. Is it a dog? I forgot. Is it a dog?
I think it is a dog.
Yeah, and
So,
his
so
dog,
dog
is like
bumps him up.
Yeah,
Okay.
Slim Hazard.
Okay. Get a dog and you'll end up better. This is like just one of the generals from Final Fantasy VII.
Random. Don't care.
This is Ward from Final Fantasy
Yeah,
VIII.
no.
No, I kind of like Ward.
Okay,
Can I
defend
put him
it.
in Catastrophe? Okay. Well, okay. So Ward, he's one of Laguna's teammates.
Okay.
He served with them in the war, and he eventually got injured. So his throat ends up getting like cut, so he can't speak anymore. So he's like becomes a mute guard of a prison, and he's just like eventually comes to serve as like one of the security guys or whatever for like Laguna when he becomes president. So he's just a cool dude.
Okay, and you wanted to put him in.
I want to put him in like Catastrophe.
Okay.
Just
Fair
like
enough.
just for a little respect. Kyros is like similar, but Kyros is a little bit prettier. You know what? I want to put Ward here too.
Okay, but not higher than that.
Yeah, that's it. Not higher than you're putting a limit on me.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we can start cooking a little bit again.
All right.
So this is Bosch from Final Fantasy 12. On my most recent playthrough of Final Fantasy 12, I kind of ignored him completely. Like, it turns out, like, in the grand scheme of things, he's not really that consequential.
Like
Like,
as
he's
in,
important for the beginning of the plot, but then, like, afterwards, like, who cares? And, like, he looks like a disheveled old man even when he shaves.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like disheveled old man, and you said Bosch, and I'm like, why? It's like I know the name, but don't really remember him as a character.
He should feel more important because, like,
But-
he is, but then, like, he
But he's
actually
not.
doesn't do enough, yeah.
Yeah,
So I want to put him in Catastrophe.
I agree for Catastrophe.
Yeah. Steiner from Final Fantasy 9. He's kind of a catastrophe.
Yes, I agree to that.
Like, I love him in a sense, but like he's a fucking mess.
Yeah.
Alright, this is Biggs from Final Fantasy 7. Did you play the remake? Because they expanded on them a little bit.
I didn't, so. you guys
For him, he's like mostly similar. Like, he's just like, you know, rebel. You know, in the remake, he's more of like a community leader. Like, he's more organized. He's like has a little bit more charm to him. But he's kind of like a standard dude.
So Slim Hazard.
Yeah, like he's a cool dude, but he's very standard. This Sid from Final Fantasy 7. I really like him.
I think I was indifferent about him because I was so infatuated with Tifa.
With Tifa?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's wrong with that?
No, it's just funny because like you're just like I can't pay attention to Sid because of Tifa. It's like you don't really think about that.
Tifa's a fine ass lady. I
Oh,
don't know
well,
what to say.
No,
Better than Flower Girl.
we're gonna have a discussion about that for sure.
What, you gonna choose Flower Girl?
No, I'm gonna choose Tifa, but we're gonna discuss
Okay,
if she's gonna be the best looking or if she's gonna be like
Ooh.
top tier. That's the question.
Anyways, so my point being is like I knew he was a character in it. It's just he was just so not memorable, I guess, for me.
To me, he was memorable because he had like definitely more of like a bitterness and a tragic backstory from the get-go. Like, you know, he has a dream of like being a rocket ship dude. The only thing that kind of holds him back is him being like kind of really mean to his like girlfriends. So
So where are we putting him then?
maybe Clem Hazard just for that. I wanted to put him in Dynamite, but like he is actually kind of an asshole in the beginning. But let's rate the boy band. So Gladiolus I kind of hate.
Why?
Because he has all of my flaws, and I don't like having to confront that.
Oh
Like
my
he
god.
fills my role in groups, and he has my flaws, and I don't like seeing it.
But like, how is that? Oh, you're just freaking
That's
projecting.
I'm saying I'm biased, so you have to decide.
Is he your? He's the main, right?
No, he's not the main. Noctis is the main.
Not just
He's
the
the
main,
big
right?
bodyguard dude.
I remember more so. There's the main character who's like the prince or whatever, and
Yeah.
then there's the glasses guy who, for some reason, I like just based on appearance. I liked him a lot.
Ignis is my favorite of the four, and he has the best story, and he has the best like
So
kind of demeanor.
rightfully so, liking glasses guy just because
Yes.
glasses.
No, he also just looks cool.
Don't really remember the buff dude.
Gladiolus.
Yeah, so I'm kind of like
Well, I guess just make an assessment.
he has tattoos, which I like, but I don't like
Yeah.
his.
He's the protector. He's kind of an asshole to Noctis when Noctis is feeling down about his wife dying.
Looks wise, I can say maybe I like him because
Looks wise is good. Yeah.
Yeah, but like personality wise,
He's a gym bro.
Yeah, so Clem Hazard, like he's not
Yeah.
terrible, but he's not the best.
That's fair. He's just like me.
But shut up.
Okay. So do you remember Prompto? He's like the young one.
Yeah, he's funny.
He is funny. Yeah, he has a good like DLC as well that fleshes him out.
I am okay. We give him like Dynamite. What's before Dynamite again?
Mind Blow,
No,
Dynamite,
I'm
Clem
okay.
Hazard.
I'm okay to put him in Dynamite. He's like a funny, like fun character to have.
Yeah. All right. What about Noctis?
I don't care for main characters.
I think out of main characters, he's one of the better ones.
Yeah, he was pretty decent.
I would consider putting him next to Prompto in Dynamite.
Really?
I think so. Like he has like enough like character. Like he's someone who like has a lot of shit thrust upon him, and he like deals with it as best he can. But he's like human, so like when his wife dies, he's notably sad about it for a while, kind of depressed and shit. But he like eventually comes out of it.
I guess when I see him, I'm like emo boy.
He does look like emo boy, but he's like definitely personality-wise one of the more relatable MCs.
Fine, Dynamite it is. You're
Dynamite.
convincing me.
And then Prompto.
And then, okay, where are we putting him?
I feel like Mind Blow, yeah.
Doesn't he? But does he not give daddy energy though?
Oh, you want to go higher? Okay.
Doesn't he give
I'm,
daddy energy?
he does give it, and he also like does kind of that role. He's the one who drives, and he's the one
Yeah.
who cooks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He gives daddy energy.
Yeah, he's like the de facto leader of the team. So yeah, I'm down. I'm down
Okay.
with putting him in daddy tier.
I'm glad. I'm
Yeah,
glad.
no, I love Ignis. He's great.
Yeah, he was probably my favorite too.
Irvine from Final Fantasy VIII. I kind of hate Irvine.
I didn't care for him.
You
No
just,
dice? No.
Yeah, no
Mm,
catastrophe. I
catastrophe.
think.
Yeah.
Like, you know, he has moments, but like, yeah, he like bitches out on trying to kill the sorceress, and he's just so annoying.
Okay.
Oh,
And then oh my gosh.
I'm sorry, I'm taking the wheel on this. So you remember how I said Barrett is one of my favorite characters?
I know he's one of your favorite characters.
Jack
but
is
like
also.
Lionheart though, with all the other
He's a
daddies,
father.
he doesn't give daddy energy. He's too like goofy for daddy energy.
Yeah. Okay. Well, okay. So what do you think about Jack then?
I think he's a good character, but do I think he's very useful in gameplay?
What do you mean useful? He's the villain.
Wait, what? What?
Anna.
Why did I think he was this other character? Oh my god.
No, are you thinking of Waka?
Yeah.
No, it's not Waka. No, this is Jack. This is Titus's father.
Dude, it's like literally because the color scheme and it's like so small and I thought it was
Yeah.
lost.
No, this is Jack. No, I would
Okay.
not put Waka and Lion apart.
Okay. Daddy of Titus. Don't understand him. I don't get what the fuck. Like,
You don't?
okay, I get it. I get what he was trying to do. But like, is that enough? Is that enough? to put him into this daddy category.
Okay, he is a struggling father. He definitely does not do
He's like the
a
dad
good
who
job.
left for milk. Okay.
He is. He went to another planet for milk, essentially. And then Oren had to take care of his son. So, okay, fine.
That's what I thought.
All right.
He can go to mind blown because
right.
I understand he was trying to do something, but he did leave his son behind with no fucking word or.
It was an accident.
Eh.
All right. He's misunderstood, but mind blow. I'm happy with mind blow. I'm glad I got you to even put him that high.
Fine.
I'll accept it. Kamari.
Okay. Kamari's like I don't want to be furry, but like Kamari is Kamari. Like
You gotta put some respect on Kamari's name.
like that's why I'm just like I know he said no furries, but like Kamari.
He's a little different.
Sure. I like him.
I love Kamari. He's great. Like he's so dedicated to protecting Yuna.
I know, that's why I really like him. He gives like such a good bodyguard energy and everything like that.
Yeah, and he has like the whole bit with like him needing to prove himself to like his own people because they think he's like small and weak and shit. And he just stands up and punches the shit out of him. I would consider Dynamite.
I was thinking Dynamite too.
Hell yeah. Like take the furry aspect out of it. Just based on pure character.
I like how you can do that, but you can't do that for anime and take the isekai aspect.
That's so different. What the hell? Just take the entire genre out of the anime. Get the hell out of here.
Anyways.
Kuja.
Alright. I don't remember this guy.
He's the villain from Final Fantasy IX. The guy who also has a monkey tail.
Okay, I think 9 is just a complete like blur in my mind now that I
see
think
that.
about it.
I thought he was a girl when I first played the game because he had his midriff showing.
Oh gosh. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, I remember now.
You remember?
Yeah, I do.
That said, yeah, like I don't know. I don't really care for him. Like he's cool as like an imposing presence, but that's kind of it. Huh?
He's pretty.
Oh yeah, I thought he was a pretty girl.
All right. Clem Hazard.
Okay. You can go next to Sexy Squall. Wait, who is this? Is this Locke?
Locke is a simp.
Okay, so what do you think?
He's not my favorite character in
No, not mine either.
Clem Hazard.
Yeah, just pure mid.
Yeah.
This is Reeves from Final Fantasy VII.
Why does he look like Keanu Reeves?
I don't know. Well, this is like him in the remake. He looked similar to that in 7, but they didn't have the rendering space. But he's the guy who controls Kate Sith.
Oh.
So he's like kind of rebelling against Shinra. So he's kind of cool for that. But
other than that, it's like he's got like that like Keanu Reeves look, which I don't hate.
Yeah, it's not bad.
What does he do for me?
What does he do?
What's above Clem Hazard again?
Dynamite. It's Kamari tier.
Maybe more Clem Hazard done, because I can't put him with Kamari.
Kamari is the gatekeeper of Dynamite.
Alright.
This is one of the Turks. I don't like him.
I don't care.
He's a little twinkus.
Where are we putting him though? Catastrophe or no?
I would put him in Catastrophe.
Matrix guy.
Yeah, see, he's a little bit better looking, but he has less of a personality, and he's a Tifa simp. But I kind of get that.
Catastrophe.
Yeah. I do like President Rufus though.
Why?
Because he's cool. Like he's ambitious and like he's got some swagger to him. He literally fights Cloud and then like puts his hand on a helicopter and flies away. Like he's got a bit of swagger to him. Okay,
I do like baddie villain energy. Where are we putting him though? Clem Hazard?
It has to be at least Clem Hazard.
He's definitely not Dynamite.
No, he's not Kamari tier. He is cool though.
Fine.
We might have to like organize
Rearrange.
Clem Hazard, yeah.
Okay.
Saz from Final Fantasy 13. I feel like he was a lot of missed potential.
He's mid for me.
Yeah, so Clem Hazard or Catastrophe?
Yep. I think Clem Hazard.
Cypher, this is my dude.
Where would you put him then?
You want to talk about bad boys? That's my dude. I would put him in Dynamite.
All right, defend him for Dynamite.
Okay, so one, he's literally the bad boy version of Squall. He's like the extroverted version of Squall. Like he's like, has all these ambitions and dreams and stuff, but everyone kind of tries to take him down a notch because they think he's too ambitious, and he's just like, fucking bitches, I hate all of you. So he goes out on his own. He's the guy who kidnaps the president in disc 1 of Final Fantasy VIII. If you remember the broadcast, like they're announcing like the sorceress as the new ambassador, and he literally runs in there and puts a sword to the president's like throat. He ends up like turning into like the sorceress's knight, which is like, maybe it's not my favorite thing he could have done, but like it's all right. And then by the end, he doesn't like die. Like he also kills Odin, like the summon.
Oh.
How sick is that?
Okay. All right.
And I know everyone watching this is gonna be like, why does Mike defend bullies so much? Because he does bully like Zell and Squall like for most of the game. But I think at the end of the day, like he's a cooler character.
Because we're bullies.
Because we're bullies.
Okay, no, I'm okay. I do remember everything you're saying now. How high are we putting him?
That's the question, right? Like, ideally, I'd want to put him in Dynamite, but I think the fact that he does become, like, subservient for a good portion of the game to, like, the sorceress definitely might have to put him in Clem Hazard. I don't know.
I was, like, going more for Dynamite just because, he is a pretty interesting character before he,
Yeah. No, and he shares, like, a backstory with, like, all of them, but like they kind of reject him, you know?
Yeah.
Like just because he's different.
Exactly. This poor ugly duckling.
The poor bully. Sephiroth.
Oh.
Okay.
I have problematic thoughts in my head. Anyways.
What do you mean?
I just like knew I liked Sephiroth a lot when I first saw him.
Uh-huh.
And I was conflicted. I was like, do I like bad guys or do I like good guys when I first saw him?
And now you know.
Yeah, because I just like his look more than I like Cloud, and I have a problem.
Well, I think a lot of people have this problem.
I think so too. It's just something about the like long silver hair.
Yeah. Like
And he's got a long ass sword.
Yep. Listen, Sephiroth is hotter than Cloud.
Yes.
That's it. I don't think there's a discussion there. So I think you're valid on that. And like he definitely, has the dark brooding thing going on, but not like the indifferent brooding, the more like, how could they fucking do this to me?
Yes.
Planet destroy. Yes. Like he's willing to destroy a planet.
He's got ambition.
Ambition.
He's got this ambition to do something no one else has done, which is destroy a planet.
Yeah.
Okay, we're putting him up there. I just don't know where yet. Is he daddy material?
Well, I don't know. I never saw it that way. But, I mean, Balthier isn't daddy either, so if you can make an argument, go for it.
I just think he, like, as a villain, he was a very interesting villain. He has great ambition. Also, like, who the fuck have you ever seen swinging around a long-ass fucking sword like that until you met Sephiroth? Like, his character design, like...
Oh, 10 out of 10.
Like, it's, like, simple, but yet not simple at all. And when he pulls out his fucking angel wing, it's like, ooh.
Yeah.
You're telling me you're Lucifer.
damn boy, you got some Lucifer vibes. Okay.
I know. I'm like, ooh.
He's literally fallen angel. Yeah.
Exactly. That's why I was like, I think I like the baddies more.
Mom, I'm in love.
That's why I'm like, I like him more than Cloud.
Yeah, for
sure. That's why I'm like, I think he fits more for Lionheart for me, and Cloud is in Mind Blown.
Yeah, okay. I forgot Cloud was in Mind Blown, so yeah, for sure.
I think Final Fantasy VII was just a troubling time for me as a child.
Like, you discovered yourself.
All right, next character is No Dice.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, his hair and his like exposed like weird stomach, and the fact that he was just pure fucking dickhead.
Yeah, it was just no way.
Yeah, fuck that dude. Snow.
What?
I almost want to put Snow in No Dice. He was like the main dude in Final Fantasy 13. He was the one who married Lightning's. Okay, I'm glad we agree. Yeah, like my most recent like playthrough of 13, I'm like, this guy is cringe as fuck.
Yes.
Like just terrible. Fuck him. This is just Squall from Kingdom Hearts.
That's what I thought. I'm like, why is there a Kingdom Hearts character in here?
Yeah, I don't know. Tidus.
Right. What do you want to say about him?
I mean, I like Tidus. Like, I think he's a good protagonist. I don't think he's gonna top this list. He's like high spirit, but also has like the lows. Like, you know, he definitely like struggles with things. So he's probably like above like Zidane in that. Like, he has more range of emotion. Like, he's definitely supportive of Yuna a lot. Like, you know, trying to almost be overly optimistic for her benefit.
Right.
You know, definitely is on board the USS Daddy issues. Even though I think his mom was even worse. Because his mom literally, like, I think she killed herself because Jack didn't come back.
Okay, now you're, like, triggering memories. I think you're right.
Yeah, like, I always was like, why does he hate Jack when his mom is the one? But whatever. Like, complex parent issues.
Yeah.
So pretty chill dude, but I don't, like...
Is he mind-blowing? Is he Clem Hazard? I think he's like between Clem Hazard and Dynamite for me.
Yeah, I would be comfortable putting him in Dynamite.
Okay, I think that's fair for him. Like he wasn't a terrible character.
Yeah, he's a little bit like above the Clem Hazard crew.
Yeah.
Just because of like his circumstances and like the way, like again, like the ambition.
Yeah.
We like the ambition.
We do.
So yeah, I'm comfy with him being next to Cypher. The boys. Okay. This is one of the Turks again. Yeah, he's the one who likes Aerith. His name is Sang, I think. I have no opinions of him really.
Like he's not like an ugly ass dude that you can't fuck.
He can be fucked.
So Catastrophe.
Yeah.
Other boy from the Matrix.
Yeah, put the whole gang's there.
Okay. What's his name?
Vincent. What did young Anna think of Vincent?
Dude, I have fucking problems is what I had. I liked him too much.
Uh-huh. Did you have like posters and shit?
I don't have posters, but it's just like I realized I like the bad boys early on.
Yeah, huh?
I like realized that young Anna has a fucking issue with like problem people, and all I wanted to do was just like be there for him and fix him and make him happy and shit.
Mm-hmm. And you could have done it. I think you could have fixed him.
All right, but where are we gonna put this man?
So I think definitely like around here, like the Dynamite Mind Blow.
You don't think he's better than Jet?
I don't think so, but I'm willing to be convinced because I didn't like really get myself exposed to him as much.
I feel like Vincent was like, I think like my mind was just more so the fact that he's such a broody like character, which is why I have a fucking issue remembering anything else he was doing for me. Like,
yeah, that's kind of my problem.
I'm like looking up like
aesthetically, he is like, you know, another. Final Fantasy VII had those 10 out of 10 aesthetics.
Yes. So I like just typed him up in like ChatGPT, and literally in personality section, Vincent is typically reserved and brooding, often haunted by his past and perceived sin. That he felt deep guilt over his inability to stop what is it called? Lucretia. Yeah. But yeah, like I have a fucking issue. Like I like these broody, dark type of people, and I want to put him in mind blow.
Okay. I'll accept that. Like,
Yeah, he was trying to help, you know.
yeah, I really want to see how they do him in like the remake
Remake?
series,
Mm,
because like that's their opportunity to really like flesh him out.
I agree.
Yeah, because like super cool. Obviously, everyone loves him,
Yeah.
but I don't know shit about him other than like his backstory. Speaking of brooding, here's Waka,
Ah,
everyone's favorite racist.
where we putting this guy?
I love Waka like as a character, but he's got a lot of problematic aspects. The first one is his hair.
Yes.
That shit's crazy.
Yes.
I love
He's
it.
Jimmy Neutron.
He's Jimmy Neutron. He hasn't won a blitzball game in 22 years somehow.
Ugh.
Racist.
Yep.
Outwardly racist, but then he kind of becomes chill, but then he kind of has an awkwardness with the culture change.
And then we go back to what I said earlier when I mistaken Jet for him.
Yeah.
He's useless in the fights.
Oh no, you're wrong. He becomes the most overpowered character if you grind it.
Too much work.
Yeah, but like normal experience, yeah, I can see how you would think that.
He ain't Dynamite. I almost say that for
No.
sure.
I love him, but I'm okay with wherever you want to place him.
Catastrophe.
Okay, that's fair. That his barber had a catastrophe with him. This dude, I might just put in no dice.
Okay.
Do you know him?
Nope. I don't know why he's not jogging my memory.
He's Wedge from Final Fantasy VII.
Bro, I don't.
One of
he's
the
like
Avalanche people. He's the
so
fat one.
insignificant. He's so insignificant.
Yeah, he's very insignificant, and like in the remake, they made him like just a huge goober.
Oh
So he's
my
just like, Cloud, can you help me get all these pizzas into my apartment?
Oh my god.
And he's just like, no, I can't. I'm gonna switch these.
Okay, fine.
So Zell from Final Fantasy VIII. He has like the Waka problem where like his style did not translate into the future.
Right. So that's why I'm like,
He's also
about
like a little baby boy. Like he's like, I'm gonna tell my mom about this. Well, he doesn't say that, but he's just like, he's very immature.
Yeah, I remember him being immature. That's why I'm just like very about him.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think there's anything bad about him, but I just think like he just doesn't do it for me.
I agree. Like it sucks too because he's a martial artist, which is my favorite. But
he's mid tier for me. Like he's meh.
He'd Clem.
Yeah.
Okay. And Zach.
Zach.
I would consider putting him in a similar tier as like Cloud and Vincent because like he's kind of a combo of the two, and he's literally what Cloud thought he was. Like this is like Cloud's life was based around him. He also he's also like more lighthearted and stuff too, but then like, you know, when the serious shit happens, he's like, you know, faces the danger instead of like, you know, avoiding it.
I think he kind of should be on the same level as Cloud.
Okay.
Only because he does help Cloud in
Yeah.
the game. So, you know, that being said, if it wasn't for him, maybe there wasn't any Cloud, so...
He's literally Cloud 1.0.
Yeah.
And I like, he's a good looking dude too. He's got the dark hair, which I like dark hair more than the blonde.
Yeah, he has that nice dark hair going for him.
Yeah, so I think Zach's pretty cool.
All right, we have to pick the best and the worst now.
All right,
So
which one you want to start with?
let's start with the best.
The best.
Let's start with the top at the top.
Okay, so it's got to be from Lionheart.
Yeah. So
Ooh, I don't know. I think I know where you're gonna go with this.
okay, where?
I think you're gonna pick Sephiroth.
Actually, no.
No. Okay.
I was like, I'm not tiered towards Sephiroth. I'm
Really?
I'm like kind of stuck between like, because there's like a decent amount of love for every single one of them, and they're almost like equal to each other. So, which is why I'm like trying to think in my head like, which character did something like for me when I played it, and I really liked something like which character was it that like really set them apart from the other? You know what I mean? I knew you were gonna pick him.
Is that who you're thinking?
I was kind of thinking leaning towards him more when I was like, who does the most for me in this entire list? And I feel like every single time I think of like which of these like they're all giving some kind of like daddy energy in some sort of fashion, but like him in particular was like, I feel like when I played 10, I was like absolutely in love with him, like hands down. There was no other character that could sway me around.
His aura is next level.
Yes, and that was the other thing. Like, I feel like you can tell, like, him in 10 was, like, the only character in 10 that I was, like, I want him on my team all the time to be fighting. I want to, like, grind him hard.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, Oren's the only one here who got on here we didn't even have to say anything.
I know, exactly. We were pretty much in agreement as to, like, where we were putting him.
No discussion needed to be had.
Exactly.
And I almost feel like that might be the case with making him as the best.
Like, I agree. Like, I definitely agree with that, because everyone else is, like, a discussion as to, like, who they are, what they did for the game, or, like, and everything like that. But we, like, unanimously knew, like, what he did for us.
Yeah. Like, everyone else has some sort of downside, whereas Oren doesn't, as well as just having the pure, like, vibe factor.
Yes.
Like,
he's got that swag.
You see him, you're like, whoa.
Yes, exactly.
So, and as well as being like such a vital part of the story and like of combat and the gameplay, like he's
totally
him.
Agree. Yeah, he is him.
We got Oren, our best boy. So
and
now we need to decide the worst boy.
And now these characters are kind of like meh.
There's 2 I'm immediately leaning towards. Although, like, I mean, this fat guy from 7 is definitely like a dickhead. I don't like him.
I don't like him either, but I'm like stuck between him and Belly Dude, because like that guy gave me such a big ick in the game. Like, he was so prevalent in the game itself. You know, he was like pretty much a main antagonist.
He was grooming Yuna.
But that's what I'm trying to say. Like he like had such a like presence in the game plot, while the other guy is just kind of like there.
Yeah, he was more of like a comedic villain, I guess, whereas Seymour was like Seymour would be canceled.
Yes, that's like, yes.
he would be banned from Twitch. He would be gone.
Exactly. That's why I'm like feel more against him, if anything.
Oh, you know what's Kefka ended up not being on this list.
I know, he would have been the ugliest.
He would have been you want to do a write-in?
I mean, can we agree that Kefka is the ugliest like male character in here in the Final Fantasy?
He's pretty fucking ugly, yeah.
Okay.
All right, we're doing a write-in ballot. I'll put a picture of Kefka on there in editing.
Okay, Kefka it is. Kefka is the worst of the worst and the ugliest of the ugliest.
He is the uggo. He poisoned the watering hole, and yeah.
Vicious psycho.
Bitches be crazy.
Yes.
All right, and that is our husbando / Final Fantasy men list. If you disagree, please leave a long comment or email Anna.
What?
I'm just kidding. But yeah, please let us know what you think we've messed up on, or things that you think that we killed it. Hopefully everyone agrees and we can all just be friends. Alright, but until next time, this has been the One Brain Cell, blasting off again.